Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the EGF Invitational for the Power 5. It is week 2, and we've got two more fantastic teams here. Ole Miss versus Washington State. This will be the final match here tonight, but on the right, in orange, it will be Washington State, and on the left, in blue, it will be Ole Miss. Folks, it's going to be a great one. Grab your popcorn, buckle your seatbelts. It is time to get this one underway. The final game of the night here on the EGF official stream. And this one is going to be over towards the orange side. First of Washington State. I believe both of these teams come in here with an 0-1 record. So both of these teams trying to get their first win, and one of them will get their first win here inside of the Power 5 Invitational. Navik, what do these teams need to do here and focus on inside of game number 1 to put themselves at an edge over the opponent?
Well,
besides
at the moment, we're very, very early into the game. But yeah, rotations are good, communication's good. And I know you said besides otherwise, but scoring seems like a good idea.
Just a bit, I think.
900 cool here with a good pass to his teammate Mojito being able to put that first one in. These teams have been warming up against each other for a little while now because they have to find a central server, as Rocket League doesn't allow you to just join a central server, which is always unfortunate. But both these teams agreed on a server, so now they're about even on ping. And yeah, Mojito being able to put that first one in. Washington State taking the lead corner.
1-0 up. It is going to be in towards that blue half once again for the side of Washington State. It is going to be thrown off that back wall. A pass and a mid-map for the real Navik. And, well, looks like you've got a little bit of competition, Navik.
Yeah, we had this last week as well. He changed his name onto Steam to the real Navik specifically, so we just referred to him as Nav. But, yeah, Mojito here with an attempt thrown, clearing it away. It's, yeah, that's a real thing. Navik and Navik is pronounced exactly the same way as well, ironically. But Nav with a good pass to TG, thrown here, picking it up. Looking to recenter it, recenters it. Navik going for an attempt, doesn't connect. TG looks for it, finds the follow-up over to Nav. Nav's going to put it in. What a legendary main.
I want to watch this one more time just to see what the heck happened here. So TG hit it there, and then, oh my god, he got a little lucky coming there off that back wall, and, well, of course, in Rocket League, there's no luck, all skill, so that was just a beautiful positioning right there from him, and, of course, Nav puts it in. One apiece for both of these teams, and as we said before, both looking for their first win here inside of the Power 5 Invitational, and it is going to be, you know, that was a little bit of a sloppy play on the offensive side last time. I'd love to see them kind of clean that one up, but here on the defensive side, it is going to be Don Q Mosquito.
Don Q Mojito, Corn. Mojito, not Mosquito, but 900 cool, managing to put it in there. I'm going to let Corn chill off of that laughing fit as we enter the next kickoff right now. Mojito getting a good tap, good clear, coming out, followed up. Good set up by 900 cool. Thrown, getting past TG. TG setting it up. Nav following it up, looking to make the connection, gets bumped away by James, contesting, winning for them at the moment. Mojito rotating around after getting the touch. We're going to see the back of Demolition coming out onto Nav. James getting bumped away, but did get the tap. Unfortunately, went towards his own goal. TJ, good clear. Passes to Thrown. Thrown, shot onto goal. Going to hit the sidebar anyway, but it is cleared away. A lot of back and forth as I still hear Corn giggling in the background. Cool, 900 managing to get a good tap here. Nav with an attempt at a shot onto goal. Cleared away by TG. There is so much going on at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Nav here with an attempt. Did I say that? 900 cool actually has the attempt thrown. Getting a good tap, trying to clear it away. Corner play coming out. Good rebound. Followed up by Mojito. Mojito getting a tap. Not going to find the connection as it doesn't hit the backboard. Good clear coming out from TG once again. There's a lot of back and forth, but at the moment, Washington State is putting on the pressure. Good attempt onto goal there. Thrown, clearing it away. Once again, 900 cool, recentering it, and this is what I talk about, ladies and gentlemen. When you give your opposition shot after shot, and you can't make it clear, and you can't apply or manage to clear out some of the pressure, eventually they are going to score. But clear coming out from Nav. Nav getting a tap, pinched away, immediately sending it over that corner, rides it around, resets, rotations, comes out here. This is an attempt. There's nobody from the side of Ole Miss to follow it up. All of their team rotated onto that left side of the field, not being able to find the connection. Thrown once again, getting a good tap. PG and 900 cool trying to contest it. Cool, successfully winning that contest into the corner once again. Nav looking to get the tap. James, all right, little bit of a loop-de-loop there, bit of a donut, but it wasted a lot of time for him to get the hit. Are you good, Corn?
I am fantastic. Let's get this one back and going once again. And it's going to be the side of Ole Miss, who are down a goal. Well, as I say that, the caster curse comes in, and now we'll go ahead and put that one on. 2 goals for him for the side of Ole Miss, and of course now 2 apiece for both of these squadrons, as it is going to be even Steven with 1 minute and 30 seconds left inside of the game. And you know, I'm looking at the chat right now. I had a little bit of time to take a glance at it. They loved it. They love the Mosquito name, so I know I can't do it for the sake of professionalism, but if I could, I would love to keep calling him that, just to make it seem like I didn't make a mistake.
All right, well, 900 cool. You definitely did make a mistake, but let's not purposely mispronounce somebody's name. Throne here. I almost just did it there. Thrown with a good touch there. TG now getting it past him. Mojito, once again, good contest coming out from Nav. TG stealing it away, getting the tap, gets the rebound. James actually finding the interception there. Mojito centering it. James trying to find the connection. Doesn't get around the ball in time as Nav gets a good clear. Again, lots back and forth. We're in the ping pong time. 2-2 at the moment. It's dead even. 1 minute left on the clock.
No solid contestations from either team towards that middle map area. We always talk about how teams can really dominate the pace of a game, or just dominate the game in general, by having someone who can play that mid-map line to make it to where they cannot cross it back into their half, to where they don't have to rotate all the way back, use a lot of boost on that defensive side. So far, neither team has been able to do that, but now it seems like Washington State is really starting to put the pressure on here. No boost for 900 cool, but he's continuing to put this one on target to set his teammates up for a couple pass plays. I'm loving the offensibility from the side of Washington State, but Ole Miss, they need to turn this one around. They need to make some plays happen if they don't want to go ahead and go down 3-2 potentially here at the end of this game.
TG managing to sneak it past. This is an attempt here coming out from Ole Miss. They just need to find the connection. 5 seconds left on the clock. Thrown misses the tap. And we are, ladies and gentlemen, going to be going into overtime unless we see something absolutely phenomenal coming out from Washington State at the moment. That might be an attempt. James gets the tap. Oh my goodness, it touches the floor.
That might have been some of the closest Rocket League we have seen all day long, but the second overtime of the stream, the first one in this series, and of course it is game 1, so everything on the line here for the series lead. Mojito is going to be up. He gets a middle map pass, but it's going to fall short to TG1. James takes it the other way. Nav is going to be taking that one, putting it in towards the left side of Washington State's goal. Can he find his teammate Throne? James now a little bit of back and forth inside of the left side corner, trying to get it out back towards middle map. The long clear is going to come through, and 900 cool will be able to take this one and save a little bit of time for his team as they rotate back on towards the side of Ole Miss. Washington State with the offensive try. Now reverting back towards the other side. It is going to be an overtime.
Okay, well, yeah, and TG hit. Hey, we're going into a minute. We could be here for a little while, but this is a good opportunity coming up from Washington State. They just need to get the tap. It's centered up. They just need one more, and they find it. James managing to get that final score, putting Washington State up 1 game in this best of 5.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. Disconnection or something.
Right, well,
I don't know.
It's okay. I followed it up, buddy. We managed to make the calls. We see Washington State taking game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. And oh my goodness, that was 900 cool with 35 car touches. That's a lot of hitting your opposition.
To win the game.
Yeah, I mean, that worked out. Overall, that was a really, really close game. Of course, we went into overtime. We went into about a minute of overtime. Lots of goals being made. Both teams playing well. Nav, the top scorer of the game. Of course, he is a man after my own heart. Clearly, good naming taste. And we're going to be getting into game 2, ladies and gentlemen, as of course we did see Washington State take game number 1.
One thing I will say, I love to look at the chat here and there throughout the series, especially after the games are over and when we have a little bit of downtime between that next game starting up. But just taking a look here, Florida State has had a ton of people. When that game was going on, they had a ton of people in the chat rooting for them. And so did the opposition as well. Game number 2, the LSU game, they had a little bit in there, but it wasn't anything. Washington State, they've got copy pastas going. They've got the entire squad ready to go. And this is a full affair of the Washington State squad coming out and showing out for this Washington State team. I can't wait to get into this next match as they go up 1-0. Those guys in the chat must be feeling pretty good about themselves and about their team right now.
Yeah, of course. You always want to be seeing your team supporting you, right? Your school, your fans. And yeah, like you said, we are going to be getting into the next game right now. I'm excited for it. I imagine the Washington State fans are excited for it, and I imagine the Ole Miss fans are wanting to see their team come back right now. That was a very close game, like we said, it was going into overtime, but now we're going into kickoff, and it's a massive kickoff coming up from Washington State already. That looked really, really good for them, but Ole Miss taking every opportunity they have. We saw the attempt there from the setup on the corner play coming out from Nav. TG managing to clear it away, and I say that there's a lot of pressure being applied to them at the moment. Washington State are not putting off any of this. They are trying to continue their lead. They've won game number 1, and they're going for game number 2.
Oh, they're gunning for it indeed, and I've just been informed that, well, Washington State might have the lead here, but they also have, in quotations, the thighs. So whatever that means, and I believe this probably is something to have to do with a player, I think it's definitely going to give them advantage here in game number 2 because, well, when you've got the thighs, you've got the supporting cast to back you up. So either way, it is going to be James with Washington State trying to play this one back towards their own goal for a tad bit of time to clear this one out towards middle map. Mojito is going to be able to somewhat win that 50-50 there, but now James is going to be up for it. B900 is there for the shot. He's not going to be able to hit that one, but Throne now taking it the other way for the side of Ole Miss.
PG here with a good touch. 900 pull, not getting the right read, just rotate straight into the better position. It's a good attempt, and it's going to succeed as Throne manages to find the pass from Nav.
Ole Miss with the first shot here in game number 2. They weren't able to do that in game number 1, but here they have found themselves a little bit of time. They found themselves an opening, and of course they found themselves the lead here early in game number 1. Still 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Don't count either of these two guys out, either of these two teams out rather, as it will still be 1-0 the side of Ole Miss.
And at the moment, okay, we're going to see a lot of pressure again at the moment. Ole Miss applying the pressure to take the lead, right? So, like, they're now feeling a bit more confident. They can play a bit more aggressively. TG trying to get the fake away, which actually might have worked out for them, but he isn't able to find the follow-up touch. Throne actually gets it, though. And now if Mojito doesn't clear it away, the bump coming out onto Nav is exactly what they need to do. In the really, really nice position at the moment. And this is what we're seeing, right? We're seeing Washington State play aggressively. They're not afraid to bump. They're not afraid to get dirty, knock people away. Just completely throw them off with their attempted shots and positioning. And hey, if it works, it works.
Throwing up the left side, trying to bring this one out of his own corner. They've been stuck there for quite some time now, but finally they're able to get a long clear. But once again, we talk about it, that middle map player who's able to control the tempo of the game for Washington State is going to allow them to be there. James actually just pops that one back down to their side. Not going to be able to, oh, that was so unfortunate. 900 cool. His tires went up on the wall just a little bit there, and you'll see in the backside, you'll see that car just unfortunately get off balance a little bit, and he's got to try and make a little bit of a flick play to get that car back and stabilized. Unfortunate, but playing the mistakes of Washington State is Ole Miss, and they continue to go through here. It could be potentially a win here for the side of Ole Miss, and that would be absolutely incredible. Not only would that be the first game where we'd be guaranteed not to have only 3 games in it, but we'd actually have a series on our hands.
Yeah, and at the moment, okay, all right, good attempt taken up from front, shot onto goal. Mojito managing to find the save. B900 cool. A lot of opportunity there to try and clear it, but actually decided not to. Playing it slow, getting good pass to Mojito. Mojito getting a good tap onto goal. TG is going to be able to save it. He needs to get that second hit though to give it some momentum, clear it away. Oh, the air dribble comes out, is contested away. I thought we were going to see some freestyle coming out. Good.
Another opportunity there for the side of Washington State, falls through. Shot on goal, once again saved there by TG1. Save after save, shot after shot, nothing will fall for the side of Washington State. 900 cool, it was almost able to put another shot down there, but it wasn't able to fall. Now it's going to be for the side of Ole Miss, trying to get this ball out of their half. Could the mistakes be forced? It is going to be a demo onto one of the Ole Miss players. Washington State still have the advantage here and the ability to get this one scored. James rotates all the way back. A long clear does fly through. Mojito is going to be able to be there. B900 cool. We'll put it down and we'll pop it off the crossbar. 1-2. They're still down, but that is momentum right there if I've ever seen it. The 1, 2, 3. James up to Mojito. Back to 900 cool across the map into the goal. That's a pass play if I've ever seen it. Nathai is coming out in full fashion for the side of Washington State.
Yeah, and now we have a minute and 20 seconds left onto the clock. This could be an attempt coming out from Washington State. It is saved away by TG. Like you said, right, there is a lot of pressure being applied by both teams at the moment. Washington State swinging back, of course, but when you have a goal lead that Ole Miss do at the moment, they are managing to keep it well. They lost game 1, right, so they definitely want to come into game 2 winning, and this might have been a... Okay. Nav was in position there. I was going to say that might have been a game-losing mistake. 900 getting the rebound. He's good. Oh, my goodness. Whew. That was a bit close for comfort. It was looking a bit dicey. Mojito, once again, James not ready for him actually to get that really nice clear. Could have set it up really, really well. Maybe a bit of miscommunication coming out. Maybe just not confident in his own ability or even James's ability. As now, good tap coming out, recentering it. Once again, going to try and get the double tap. Throne, clearing it away. Mojito in the air. Off of the backboard. Setting himself up. Gets the tap. 30 seconds.
What did we just see? Mojito up off the backboard, lets it drop down, barely gets it over TG1, and that's another goal on the board. 2-2, 28 seconds left, somewhat reminiscent of our last match when it went into overtime. Folks, are we going to see more of the same here, or will it be the side of Washington State or Ole Miss that can put a shot on goal? It's going to be 900 cool on that backside, popping it in towards middle. Throne is there, up and ready to get that reception of that pass. In towards middle map. It is going to be dependent on who it will be there, who will be ready for those attempts. But now it's going to be up. James off the backboard. Can he find another player? 900 cool is there, but not able to put it down. Mojito is there. Can Mojito put it in? Oh my God, Mojito! The 0-2 down comeback, and they put it in. The thighs to the Mosquito. Oh my God!
That was a play. That was a setup. If you're Ole Miss at the moment, you are kicking yourself in the leg because that was absolutely fantastic play coming out from Washington State. Like you said, in quite an excited tone, we do of course see Washington State taking that last second buzzer goal. It happens, and it was deserved. I think that played it really, really well. They managed to get it. Lots of saves coming out from Ole Miss there. Unfortunate game for them, but I really want to see this game to go to a game 4 or 5, but we could be seeing another 3-0.
It could be a 3-0, but this would be one of the best 3-0 series we've ever seen. An overtime, then a last-second goal from Washington State. Although they might be up 2-0, this one, on paper, is not as close as you would be able to see if you've been watching this entire time.
Yeah, I mean, the scoreline does not even out to the actual plays, right? It's been close every single time, like you said. And now we are getting into possibly, it is match point for Washington State.
Oh, I love chat. I just gotta say that. I love chat, especially when they're for both teams out here. Everybody doing their part to cheer on their team. But either way, once again, it will be Ole Miss on the left in blue, Washington State on the right in orange. What could be the final match of the stream and the final match of this series. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. 2-0 up in the series. It will be the side of Washington State at match point.
Yeah, 900 cool here. Looking to try again. We're going to see Washington State, like I said, match point. James with an attempt gets the recenter. We're not going to see the follow-up coming out. Oh, and as soon as I say that, Mojito coming up into the air here. It's an open goal. If B900 could get the tap, and unfortunately he doesn't. James, though, is there. Good corner bounce. This is what they want. TG getting clear, getting over to the defenders here. Nav is the last defender for his team. James shot onto goal, gets it over one, hits that backboard. Thrown, managing to pinch it up a bit further. Another attempt off of the backboard, shot after shot. TG's going to try and contest it. Does get the dunk onto Mojito as Mojito tries to clear it away. Really, really nice send. Completely center field at the moment. Even out everywhere. Good tap coming out from Throne. Once again, TG, good hit. Throne's going to follow it up, looking to try and contest them, but the double commit does work out for them. James, it lands in his hands. He gets demolished, but it gets past the Mojito. Mojito doesn't get the touch.
These separate defensive stints from both of these teams have been incredible to watch. A minute 15 has gone by here inside of game number 3. Neither team has yet to budge on the defensive or offensive side. They're trying to prevail, but another missed touch there is not going to allow that ball to be centered just yet. Another pass in towards middle map won't be able to go. A 50-50 win for the side of Ole Miss. Now, putting pressure on the goal. 900 Cool will be bringing that one out to the right side, trying to get it up and over. One realizes he backs off and now is going to be able to put that one up towards middle. He's able to win it for the moment, but then Throne takes it to that left side. A player back in towards middle will be James once again, who is there waiting for the reception of that unfortunate touch from Ole Miss. 900 Cool in towards the middle. Mavic. As we continue to see this game go on, what's going to be more important as we get down to the end? A good offensive pressure or more defensive pressure from either of these teams?
I mean, in the moment, it's so back and forth, right? Any slip could make it happen. Offensive pressure is obviously going to work out, but the most important thing coming out from either of these teams is rotations, as this is an attempt from James, and they save it! TG with the touch completely clears it. Ole Miss feeling absolutely phenomenal at that one. It was looking so scary, but they got the save. They came in. They made it happen. TG now with an attempt for a good clear. Stolen away by 900 Cool. 900 Cool looking for the double tap. Navic with the clear. James once again looking to run it in. Now he's way out of position from the rest of his team. Navic just had to get it past Don Q Mojito, but they managed to get it past. Oh my goodness, this is so back and forth. James going to make the runaway. It's going to go over, and he's going to find the goal.
Just barely is able to pass that one up off the defender. And my goodness, you see the CRL Season 2 contender. That's James for you, folks. He's been a little bit more quiet this game than some might have expected, but here inside of game number 3, he's got the first goal, and he's got the lead for Washington State. Again, match point. If the side of Washington State win this game, they will 3-0 the side of Ole Miss. If Ole Miss wins this, we will be going to a game 4, but 2 minutes left. Both of these teams have been almost dead even the entire series. I think this one might be either going to an OT or Ole Miss will bring this one back. It's going to be close.
Miss are putting in a lot of good attempts. TG with a good touch. This might be it for getting it past Don. Don with a good save again. Demolition cut out onto 900 Cool from TD. Bro, playing it patiently, playing it slowly, does get some quick games. They just need to play carefully. They just need to make precise plays. And if they can find one more goal, we might be going into overtime once again. These games have been so close. The scoreline doesn't say it, but Nav with the double tap, getting it past the defenders, is going to find that goal for Ole Miss.
Another beauty, tying the game up at 1 apiece, and this one's just getting better. Some say luck, some say skill, I say calculated. Another goal does go through. And with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, one of these teams will win this game, whether it be in regulation, overtime, or whatnot. This one's going to be fun to watch, folks. Off the ceiling! Ceiling touch almost goes through! 900 Cool almost put that one in, and that would have been one of the goals for the ages.
Yeah, Ole Miss definitely doesn't want that happening to them again, right? Like getting a like a possible tie into overtime stolen away from them at the last second. There's a minute left on the clock, but that would have put them on a dicey track. Now, once again, we do see Washington State. Oh my goodness, that was almost an own goal on the pass back towards his teammates here. Throne is gonna get the touch, but it's not gonna work out in the direction he wants. TG trying to stop the momentum. It bounces back positively for Washington State. Once again, stealing it. It's, again, any mistake that they make feels like it's a massive detriment. Right there, that whiff was huge because it gave them momentum. But Mojito was on top of it. TG here with a good touch. He's going to get it off of the backboard. Nobody to follow it up from the side of Ole Miss. Really, really clear shot here. Throne's going to slow it down, but he's not going to get the clear. And that's going to be goal number 2 going towards Washington State.
Oh, that has got to be heartbreaking if you're on Ole Miss. Throne tries to bring it over to that left side where Nav was waiting for that pass. Unfortunately, just hits off the top of that car a little bit too lightly. He got just there a little too late. And that one was just plucked right out of the sky, put right in towards middle map. And, oh my god, almost another goal going through right there. It is going to be another goal. James, once again, he's got the hat trick in game number 3. And they've got the lead with 22 seconds left. This one is all but over. Navic. What do they do here?
Well, what you do is you try and score 2 goals in 11 seconds average off the kickoff, right? Which is 100% possible, but every second that runs down here is absolutely massively detrimental to them. And if they manage to find another goal, which James was trying to make that commitment so hard there, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is safe to say, we can say congratulations to Washington State. Oh my goodness.
It's over!
One more goal.
It's not over until it's over.
If this is kickoff, if this is a kickoff goal coming out from Ole Miss,
oh my God,
tap into the sidewall, set themselves up, we could be seeing overtime. 2 seconds left onto the clock, ladies and gentlemen. The countdown doesn't start until the ball is touched, so this could be it. And okay, well that was a bit anticlimactic, but there we go.
Either way, folks, Washington State take the 3-0 victory. They bring out the broomsticks, and that will be 3 3-0s on the stream today. Once again, another week of the Power 5 Invitational where every single game goes to only 3 games. No game 4s, no game 5s. We'll have to try again next week if we want to see some more spectacular, maybe game 4, game 5 action. But either way, folks, it has been an absolute pleasure casting here tonight once again for the EGFC and, well, of course, the Power 5 Invitational as well. Navik, once again, always a pleasure to cast with you, brother, but I think that's going to do it for us tonight, is it not?
Yeah, and, that's how it goes. We do have to end it at some point. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Navik Dignan, and you can find me on Twitter at NavikCast.
And I have been Alex McCormish, and you can find me on Twitter at McCormill. But one more thing I want to say to all the people watching inside of the chat right now, all the Washington State fans, any Ole Miss fans that are out there as well, Florida State, any of the teams that came out to support the stream today. We love you guys. We love seeing you interactive in the chat and just having a good time with you guys with all the nicknames and everything for the players. Was a great time today. So without further ado, Navik, take us away for the end of the stream here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've all had an absolutely fantastic time watching. I want to congratulate all of the winning teams and thank all of the teams for participating. Of course, we will be taking a short break because of the Christmas time, so we won't be playing next week. However, if you want to find out when we are playing, you can follow us on Twitter and Twitch at official EGF for all those updates and announcements. So make sure to do that. And once again, I have been Navik, and it has been an absolute pleasure casting for you all, and we can't wait till see you next time.
Deuces.